not the opposite of Five Bagger, but something very
No,
different indeed.
no, it's the other one that we do.
Yeah. You
It's
go ahead and
just you
take
and
take
me.
over take over the introduction because I'm checking to see if we're live.
Okay. This is a movie set that we don't really understand. How is this three? I don't get it. I'm gonna throw you off immediately.
Mm-hmm.
How is this the? I don't understand how these three movies are a trilogy.
Yeah, good question. Um, I don't fully get it myself. It looks like we're both live on Twitch and YouTube. So hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Um, I hope you can hear us. I don't know, but whatever. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know, but these were so. I did a little reading long ago when I was coming up my lists of possible trilogies and quadrilogies and quintilogies, blah blah blah, and this
Mm,
was one that came up, and it was just called the Ingmar Bergman, not Ingrid, Ingmar Bergman
yep,
trilogy, and
yep.
apparently these three movies are grouped together because they share similar themes, I guess, is what it said. But also, I read
Yeah.
also that later he backed away from them being a trilogy, which I didn't read until actually just like yesterday.
Oh,
But
huh.
apparently, he backed away from that whole
Well, that
concept.
that that's a good idea. I think that he did.
But
'Cause I
first, let's
don't really get it.
the movies we were talking about are from 1961. These are three
Uh,
movies directed by Ingmar Bergman,
mhm.
two of which star, I think, have a number of actors that cross over between the two
I
movies. I
think
think
all
it's
three
is it all three? Maybe that's another
have.
reason.
I well, if not, maybe the whole way through, but I think all
Mhm.
three have.
All right, from night
Uh,
similar actors or some of the
yeah,
same actors.
Max von Sydow, I think, is in all three.
All right.
I think. Oh God, I don't remember her name. That lady, Greta something.
Greta Garbo.
Mm-hmm.
So the three movies are Through a Glass Darkly,
Uh-huh.
1961, followed up with the banger Winter Light from 1963,
Mm.
and
I
finally
don't know. I don't know if I would say banger, but okay.
also from 1963,
Uh-huh.
the Silence. Two movies, 1 year.
Yeah, no, maybe not a good idea.
Uh, Gunnar Bjornstrand is in all three. Max von Sydow is in the first two. I'm not sure if he's in the third one.
Oh,
The
is he
third
not in the third one?
the third one's a little weird because it doesn't take place anywhere
Uh-huh.
remotely similar. So
Yeah,
so those are three movies. One more time: Through a Glass Darkly, Winter Light, and The Silence. All three
and the Silence.
movies
Yeah,
are directed by Ingmar Bergman. I believe also all three are written by him,
I
starring
think
some of
so.
the same
Yeah,
actors between movies. They're
the
all in
first two for sure.
they're all in Swedish. Although the third movie does delve into a fake language as well.
Yeah, yes, it does.
Yeah, I
The
agree.
third one is rough.
I think the
Third one.
first two are related, thematically related,
Mm, sure.
uh, and I mean the theme is basically questioning God and all of that fun stuff. And the third one is very much. I agree with you. I think it's quite unrelated to the other two, so I don't really get it. But
Yeah, I don't.
it's hard for me to say that these three stand together as a trilogy after watching these because I have never watched any of his other movies. So maybe his other movies are quite different from these three.
I
That's
also have never seen any of his other movies.
yeah, and
So,
I'm just gonna put this out there right now. I don't plan on watching any of his other movies either after watching these three. So
no, neither do I. Not,
uh,
not a fan of what I've seen.
yeah. So like the first two movies are about like questioning God and God's relationship with people and people's belief in God and what is blah blah blah. And my takeaway from these first two movies is why would anybody want to make something like this? I just
Mm,
it's not I mean, I know people do this. They write books and they write poems and they write, whatever, and they make movies and they write music and they do all of this stuff to find these answers. And for me, I just
mm.
was like, I don't fucking care about any of these answers. I don't have these questions. So these movies were not for me.
I am surprised that you disliked the first one so much.
Oh, the first one was awful. That's my
I
least favorite of the three.
it's my favorite of the three.
Is my least favorite.
But, yeah, so I'm very surprised that you really disliked it that much.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like there was so much David Lynch in it
Mm.
that like I'm surprised that you disliked it that much.
Yeah. No, I don't know. The first, so I watched this one actually months ago, probably.
The first
But
one.
yeah, but I fell asleep
Mhm.
pretty early-ish, probably.
Oh yeah, no, it's boring. I get it.
Yeah,
I
that's
totally understand
so like
that part.
I could see pushing. It's because we're recording. I could see pushing a lot of those things to be even more Lynchian and make it a better, interesting movie. But none of them were. I thought they were just boring. It was just boring. I never was invested in the characters. I thought that I don't know, the whole story was just uninteresting and like
No,
way like
I think
convoluted.
yeah, I think the second movie has the most interesting story that
Yes.
I could follow the most like easily, but
Mhm.
also I didn't like that story.
I thought the acting in the second movie was spectacular.
Sure. Yeah, that's the what's it called? The light? No, not the light.
Winter Light. Winter's
Winter light.
Light?
Yeah,
Winter Light.
yeah. That
Uh-huh.
that one is probably the best movie. If you're gonna make a movie, that
It's the
one's
most
probably the best.
it's the most straightforward.
Yeah,
And like yeah,
but
I see in all three movies I see a lot of David Lynch. Well, not David Lynch influence, rather where David Lynch might have been influenced.
yeah, Lynch was influenced by
Yeah,
that first one. I think for
I think
sure.
I think in all three of them.
Oh, sure, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think specifically that the uh, the first one,
Mm-hmm.
he very clearly took some influence.
Now, interesting you bring up David Lynch though, because besides Eraserhead and Twin Peaks,
Hmm.
I don't know if I've ever seen anything else he's done.
Oh, you've never seen Blue Velvet?
Have not.
Oh, you
Been
should.
meaning to. Haven't.
Blue Velvet is very, very weird.
Mm-hmm.
What's the street one?
Streetcar Named
Uh,
Desire.
no, nope.
Mulholland Drive.
Yes, Mulholland Drive. You haven't
I
seen that?
think I think I actually might have seen Mulholland Drive.
Um,
Maybe I have. Yeah. I don't remember that being very Lynchy though.
It's very Lynchy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then there's what's the other one? God, what's it called?
I don't know, but I like this good.
What's it called? It's got the
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
no, not quite, but almost.
To Julie Newmar, thanks for everything.
No.
No, To Wong Fu.
Again, close.
Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
No.
That's what it was.
No, that's
Give me
God,
some
what's it
information.
called? I'm trying to remember. What's it called? The guy from
Oh, yeah, give me actors. Strong suit. Let's go.
what's his name?
Kingpin.
No.
My Blue Heaven.
No. Not my blue.
Joe versus the Volcano.
No.
Turner and Hooch. Is it a Tom Hanks joint?
You can say those are all Tom Hanks. No.
Well, not
No.
My Blue Heaven. My Blue Heaven is Steve Martin.
Yeah. No. Not him. It's what's his name?
John Candy.
No. I think he was already dead.
Oh, okay, recent.
Well, it was 90s. God, what's his name?
Jim Carrey.
I can't remember.
No, obviously. Okay. So you're asking me if I've seen this movie by David Lynch. Because we've already stopped talking about these movies by Ingmar Bergman.
Yeah. The Lost Highway? Is that what it's called?
I do
Lost
believe
Highway?
he made a movie called Lost Highway. I have not seen that.
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking. Lost
Okay.
Highway? Long Highway?
No, Lost Highway. Here we have it.
Yeah, but was that? Yeah, that was David Lynch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lost Highway. That's what I was thinking.
Elephant Man. I think I've seen. I mean, a long time ago on TV, so I don't really remember. Oh, I did watch Dune. I watched Dune. Jeez, I've seen a bunch of his movies apparently.
Well, yeah, I think he discredited himself with Dune, but
Dune was terrible.
yeah, it's not good.
Lost Highway, The Straight Story. Never heard of that one. Mulholland Drive. I think
Oh,
I've
that's
seen.
that's the lawnmower one.
Inland Empire. I have not seen it.
I have not seen that either.
Okay, so there we go. Now we're up to date on which movies we've seen of David Lynch. So this movie, back to these movies, huh?
Yeah. I liked the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like the other two.
I didn't like the first one. I didn't like the second one. I didn't like the third one.
I got that feeling.
Uh-huh. They all sucked.
I think the first one was okay. I
Uh-huh.
don't think the other two were very good. But yeah, I get it.
My favorite of the three was the second one, probably, because
Really?
I don't know, yeah, like you said, it was most coherent to me. Like it was a straightforward story.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that the acting was really good. The I don't know.
I agree with you, but I liked the second one, or not
You,
second, the first one.
yeah.
I thought it was good. The second one was okay.
Hmm.
Third one, I didn't really like at all.
Okay. Quick breakdown, quick synopsis of each movie. Otherwise, we're probably done with this episode. So,
Mm.
first movie
Mhm.
is about there's a family.
There
Uh,
is.
they're on vacation,
Yeah.
right? It's a sister, a brother, a father, and the sister's husband.
Yeah.
And she's just been released from a mental hospital for schizophrenia. I think it was maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of unclear, but yeah, it's, yeah. There's some kind of
Paranoia,
men, yeah,
mental.
paranoia, mental situation happening with her and that family that
Mm.
she's not okay.
No.
And then the
Uh,
second one
wait.
is
We're still talking about the
a,
first one.
oh, okay.
First movie. So in the movie, they're in small town on vacation, and she starts hearing voices or something. I forget. She she's called
Uh,
to a room by God or whatever, right?
yeah, well, yeah. I don't know if she starts hearing voices or yeah, but yeah. Yeah, she has problems for sure.
And then I forget. The father and the husband go out on a boat, and they're definitely not on the water.
Uh-huh.
And they have a conversation, and the
Uh-huh.
husband is like mad at the father, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and then a storm hits, and the brother and sister have sex
Uh-huh.
in a abandoned boat. Was it a boat or a house? I forget.
I think it was a well, yeah, I think you nailed it. I think it
Houseboat.
was a boathouse.
Okay.
the yeah. Uh,
It, and then she has another mental breakdown, and she's
uh-huh.
taken away in an ambulance helicopter.
Uh, yes.
And so my problem with this movie is apparently I'm looking back at my notes, and I just could not wrap my head around why somebody would make this. It was not the whole questioning God or anything to do with anything. It was just like, why?
Uh-huh.
I
And
didn't.
and then they made two more movies.
Well, see, that's where coming back down to earth, grounded in reality, Winter Light,
Uh-huh.
1963 shows up. Now, Winter Light is the story of a minister
Yeah.
whose wife died. Some
Yep.
lady wants to get with him, but he's like, I don't want to get with you. And then
Yeah.
there's another lady who her and her husband. this this is wild. Her husband.
Yeah. Keep going.
their
Keep explaining it.
her husband is wants to commit suicide because he's
Uh-huh.
afraid of the Chinese getting nuclear weapons.
Uh-huh.
So the minister tries to talk to him about it and tries to calm him down. Eventually, the poor bastard kills himself.
Mm-hmm.
And so the minister's going from one church to another to give another service, and on the way, they stop at the lady's house, who's a school marm. They stop at her house.
Well, okay.
She's a
Yeah.
teacher,
Yeah.
and she runs the school from her house. Anyway, so They go there. She keeps trying to get with him, but he's like, "Nah." And then they go, and they go to where the guy killed himself,
Uh-huh.
and I forget what happens exactly. This to me was one of the best looking shots, like when he's out there in the woods and the dead dude's there. Is that one felt very Lynchian to me? Nothing,
Oh yeah, the
nothing.
dead guy in front. Yeah,
Yeah,
that shot was very good.
yeah, and like it felt so. Yeah, I could see it. Nothing super crazy was happening, but it felt like a scene out of Twin Peaks to me.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
I know
anyway,
what
he
you mean.
makes it to the second place where he's doing the next service, and there's nobody there except the guy that takes care of the place.
Mhm.
And the organist shows up, and he's like, I want to go fucking sleep because I'm gonna go play tonight, something something. But the minister's like, no, we're
Mhm.
having service. You got to play, and then he does the service, and then that's the end of the movie. I think.
Uh, yeah, I think. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think that's the end.
Yeah. Again, why make this movie? Don't know. The performances in
I
the movie I
I
thought
I
were all
agree.
very good, but the story was cohesive. It didn't seem like a story that needed to be made into a movie.
It was
All right.
still good, I think. Well, I would say the first one was good. The second one,
And that's where
and then we're on to the third one, which is to me easily the worst.
interesting.
I did not like this one at all.
All right, tell us what happened in this movie. What's this movie about?
There's a kid. He's wearing underpants a lot of the time.
Yeah, his mom too.
Hmm I
Or is
really
it?
didn't. I really didn't like this one.
So the movie starts with a mom and her sister and the son in a train.
Uh-huh.
The older sister is
Oh,
sick.
that's right. Yeah, they're in. Oh, yeah, they're on the train.
Older
Forgot
sister's
about
sick, so they stop in some town in the middle of fucking nowhere. Well, it's not really.
that.
I mean, it's a city. They've got a train station at least, but we never learn where this country is. It's some fucking
No,
weird
it's yeah, it's no.
country.
Who fucking knows where they are?
The sister's a translator, but doesn't speak the local language. But they pull
Uh-huh.
out. They go get a hotel room to rest before trying to make the journey back home. And there's some weird shit. Like there's a at one point the tank fucking rolls through town
Uh-huh.
just because it's Eastern Europe.
Maybe. Who knows? I really didn't like this one.
There's a troop of Spanish uh, dwarves.
Yep, I forgot about that.
And they dress up the
Oh,
boy in a
God,
fucking
yeah,
princess outfit at one point.
yeah.
Uh,
I really didn't like this one.
there is a horse that shows up a couple times, and it's fucking. Is it a horse or a donkey actually? But it is skinny as fuck.
It's a good question. I think it's a horse,
I
but
think it was too. But
mm, you might be right. Well,
whew.
I don't know.
But yeah, they're in the hotel, and then like the mom goes out and she has sex with somebody, and like
Hmm
her and her sister fight, and eventually her and the son are gonna leave the older sister behind for a while.
Yeah.
So the movie is mostly pointless. The question I have is: the older sister the real mother? Is that what they were talking about at the end there?
Oh,
Not the end, but
No, yeah, no, I think so, but
Is
I
that?
don't.
Yeah, it
I
seemed
don't.
like that they were alluding to that.
It's very confusing.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think yes, the older sister was the mom.
Mhm.
Maybe I
It seems weird. The older sister gets knocked up, and then her younger sister, who seems to be less of a careful person,
don't.
a more wild person, is the one that is burdened with taking care of this child. This child is now, I don't know, 9, 10 years old, something like that.
Yeah, probably.
It's weird. It
It's
is. It's not good. I didn't like it. And it
no.
got me
I
looking at
I
what
didn't.
other movies came out in 1963 that I could have watched. One of them
Hmm.
was The Birds. The Birds came out in 1963.
Hmm. Hmm. Birds.
Another interesting fact
I've seen that.
is if you hadn't gotten sick, I would have revealed my next five bagger last weekend,
Hmm.
and that movie came out in 1963.
Oh,
I'm not going to tell you what it is, and it's not The Birds.
I've seen the birds.
I have too. I would have rather watched The Birds than this movie.
Have you seen the birds? Oh, she says yes. That
Okay.
surprises. I didn't think you had seen.
The movie The Birds, not just like birds. Just out and about.
Hold on. You don't mean like just birds, like around birds. The movie.
Around birds. Yeah, Hitchcock. Not just birds that are around birds. Dumbass. Uh,
All
here and
right,
there
ready?
birds. To finish this, yes.
Please, let's end this.
All right, so here's the question. Is the
Uh,
Ingmar Bergman trilogy one of the top three trilogies of all time?
no,
No,
no, not
absolutely
not
not.
even
100% not.
not even close.
What are the top three trilogies of all time? I can't remember.
I would
I
say
remember two.
number one is probably the Dollars trilogy,
Well, not probably. We have an official list.
and then I would probably say number two is let me think about it.
Is it the Dan Brown
Edna
trilogy?
Max. And then number three,
Wait, what did you say?
Mad Max.
Oh, Mad Max. Okay, that's the one I couldn't remember.
Mad Maximus.
Uh huh.
And then number three,
Yeah.
I think probably is John.
Yeah, John
Was in
Kozlowski.
three movies,
Mike
and
Wazlowski.
the other, the other three movies were pretty good too.
Uh huh. They were. Okay.
This is
So
not
this.
rate.
Nope.
No,
No.
we don't need to even debate it. It's not even close.
But the question is, will the next series we pick slot in somewhere up there? Can
Hmm.
John Kozlowski get knocked out of the top three?
Okay.
So I'm now going to share with the world this wheel, and I'm going to share with you this screen. How do I do that? Is this it? What's this? Nope. Wait. How do I share my screen with you? In Skype. No. 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 Do we have to be in a? We have to be in a call.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Do I need to accept this? What's happening?
Yes. 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 Oh,
Alright. Oh God. Oh no. Oh, this is bad.
well, yeah. You gotta. Here, I muted myself. Ah, here we go. Now I can share the screen now. Boom.
Mute that. Got it. Oh boy, it's on a hot delay.
You can see it.
I can see it.
Okay. Everybody can see it as well. So this has not been updated for a while. We should update it sometime and get some new stuff on here. But we're gonna spin it. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Where's the pointer?
Quick game.
Quick game. Okay. What does that mean?
We have to play a quick game.
Okay. I'm ready.
Oh boy, I'm not. What's a quick game we could play? We used to have a list. We had another wheel that was actually which games. Let's spin again. Here we go.
All right. What? Oh, okay. Sure.
Oh my god, average budget.
Average budget. Okay.
Okay. So what we need to do
Well.
is you're gonna take your 3 movies.
Okay.
Hopefully you can come up with the average budget.
Average budget of
The Budgie Smuggler.
3 movies.
Find the budget and then
Hold on.
divide it by 3, let's say. Oh boy, can I find the budget of some of these here?
Oh God. All right.
Oh, no budget for this one.
Oh, God damn it. I'm gonna tip you in here that my choice also has a book associated with it that I had to look up for a while.
This film I can't find, so I'm going to go ahead and skip it as far as budget goes. Oh, this one has a budget.
Okay. I think I found it.
And this one has a budget. And I'm going to divide that by 3 rather than 4 because I couldn't find a budget for one of them. Okay, I've got my answer.
Okay.
One of the movies in this quadrilogy has a much higher budget than the other 3. God, I want to win. I want to pick my series just because I want to tell you what my series is.
Okay. Hold on.
Like Wilson Phillips, I'm holding on.
Yeah.
For one more day.
I need. Okay.
If you say you need a calculator, you can just push the Windows key on your keyboard, type in the word, type in the letter.
I need a pen so I can write these numbers down.
C-A-L, and the calculator will come up. Hold on for one more day.
You can't make me laugh, please.
Okay.
This is serious business.
Shut up.
All right, I think this is the second one.
Now, if you go to the Wikipedia page, usually on the right-hand side, it says, like, written by, directed by, starring, and then near the
Yeah.
bottom of that little thing, it says budget.
Yeah.
Just take the number that says there for the 3 movies,
I
add them
know,
together,
but
divided by 3.
no. Well, okay. No, it's not that easy. I think this is number 2, but there's another one after this.
Just the 3 movies.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
You just tell me the 3 movies and I'll look it up.
No.
Things are going away.
Yeah, it just keeps going back here. That's not useful.
I don't know why you're clicking on links. If you can't find the budget for a movie, skip that movie and then divide it by 2 instead.
No, but there's one more. There's one more movie. What's the next movie?
If you can't find 2 movies, just pick one movie and go with that.
That's the next one. There it is. Wow. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go back to the first one real quick, just because that seems insane.
Is it Major League Back to the Minors?
No.
Sorry, Major League 3 Back to the Minors.
Huh.
The worst movie in that series, by far. That Major League is fucking good. Major League 2 is
I
not.
agree.
Major League 2 is not very good. And Major League 3 is absolute garbage.
Why can't... Alright, I can't find the number for the first one.
Alright, skip it. Skip it. It's not that important. Skip it.
Alright.
Do you have your average?
Average is... yes.
Okay. My average for the 3 of the 4 movies, because I couldn't find one of them, it was $3 million per movie. How about you?
Oh, mine's way more.
Okay.
Mine's like, what is that? 12 million?
Okay. So, in that case, I am less. What is it? Least? I'm least. You are most.
Yeah.
Remember, least most. I am least. You are most. Come on, least. Come on, least. Are you ready for me to spin? Are you watching?
Yes, I am now.
All right. I'm gonna spin right in 3, 2, 1. Come
I've
on,
seen
least. This
Beast.
guy. Hell, motherfucking yes. All right.
Oh God.
So it's back to me. Everybody, you're welcome. We can quit Skype here, and we're back to just over here. All right. Can you hear me still? You're good?
I can.
Excellent. I can still hear you. So,
All right.
next movie series we're going to watch consists of 4 movies.
4.
I'm going to break this down for you. First of all, I'm going to tell you the names of the 4 movies.
Oh, okay.
And then I want you to
Is
guess.
that not going to be too much?
And then I want you to guess what the connection is.
Oh, okay.
All right? Because this is a wild one. A little bit wild. It might be fun. It might be terrible. Who knows? A little wild, though. So, I'll tell you the first movie we're going to be watching, I think, would be called Race for the Yankee Zephyr. This movie came out in 1981. It's a movie you've never heard of, I've never heard of, neither one of us have seen probably.
Race for the Yankee Zephyr? Is that what you
Yep,
said?
that is correct. You nailed it. All right. Race for the Yankee Zephyr.
Okay.
The next movie, we're not going to watch a movie called Underground Aces because sourcing that was difficult. So instead, we're watching the movie Ruckus from 1980.
Ruckus.
Yes. Race for the Yankee Zephyr, Ruckus. Next movie, 1982, Alone in the Dark.
No Yankee Zephyr?
That's the first movie only. Race for the Yankee Zephyr, Ruckus, Alone in the Dark. And the fourth movie is called Rocky 3 from 1982.
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, Rocky 3. Rocky 3. So one more time. One more time.
Wait, what?
One more time. Race for the Yankee Zephyr, Ruckus, Alone in the Dark, and Rocky 3.
Yeah, how are these connected? Also, that's only 3 movies.
No, that's 4 movies. Race for the Yankee Zephyr, Ruckus, Alone in the
Oh,
Dark,
okay.
Rocky 3.
Yeah,
All right,
Rocky,
so
of course. How the fuck is Rocky? What?
so you'll notice that they're all from about the same time, 1980, 1981, 1982.
Well, no, I didn't, but okay.
Okay, well, I mentioned the dates, but that's fine. Okay. The first clue you're going to get here is think about Rocky 3. Who's in Rocky 3?
Rocky.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. Who else?
Uh, what's his name? That Russian guy.
Nope, that's Rocky 2, I believe.
Is that 2?
Or no, sorry, that's Rocky 4, I think.
Oh, is it 4? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
3.
Rocky 3's
3 is the robot one?
no. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Rocky 3 Big Bad, I believe, is a guy named Clubber Lang.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's a big black dude, mohawk,
Yeah.
loves gold chains.
Uh-huh.
Wants everybody to call him Mister.
How is that connected to anything?
So, this movie came out in
I mean, yeah, it's Mr. T, I know.
1982. In 1983, Mr. T started on a new venture with 3 of his best friends.
You don't have to say it that way. Okay.
Uh-huh.
What are his best friends?
Oh, well, I mean, one of his best friends is Dirk Benedict.
That doesn't sound good.
Another one of his best friends is George Peppard. And also another guy you might recognize, Dwight Schultz. These four guys, along with Mr. T, formed a very,
One, mm,
very formidable group
you know,
to take down crime and criminals and bad people all over.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
No, keep going.
So,
Keep it going.
that's the wrong song.
No, it's not. That's not the right song. You're closer.
So these are the last four movies that the main cast of the A Team starred in before
Sachiko.
starting the A Team.
If you were gonna make a team, what would you name it?
What?
If you were gonna make a team
Of what?
of super skilled badasses, what would you name it?
What is it? Football team?
No,
No.
What team?
What would you,
vigilantes.
it's Vigilante's team. What would you name it?
Vigilantes.
Vigilantes.
I said Vigilantes.
What's vigilantes?
What?
What's vigilantes?
Next.
What's that?
Vigilantes.
What is that?
What would
They're
you?
like
What is
they're
it?
like superhero
If you had
police.
to kill someone, what would you name your team?
X.
X. That's pretty good.
That's good. Just X.
I was looking for. A team.
A Team.
Is what I was looking for.
The A Team.
Yeah. No.
The
No.
A Team. What?
The A team.
What is A team?
It's a vigilantes.
No.
Anyway, we gotta wrap this episode up. So yeah, these are the four movies, the four last movies by the members of the A Team before they formed the A Team.
Really?
Uh-huh. This is the first in a series of similarly themed movie series I have. This is actually the most recent one I came up with, and the reason I came up with it was because the original four series that I wanted to do as my fourth series really didn't feel right after watching these last three movies. I needed something different than those were going to provide me with, probably. I would still like to get to that four series someday.
Yeah, it's the same thing I felt with the Third and Raw.
Mm-hmm.
My set, I was like, oh, I want to do this one. No, maybe not.
Nope. Yeah, and like of these four movies, Rocky 3, of course, I know and I've seen, but I had not ever heard of the other three.
Yeah, no, I don't know the other at all.
So, Dirk Benedict, who played, of course, Face. He was in a movie called Underground Aces. I think after Ruckus, but
Mhm.
trying to source that movie was difficult in a high quality was difficult, and also I watched because it's just I think it's just on YouTube, so I watched a little bit of it and it doesn't seem fun, so
Mm.
I decided to go with Ruckus instead.
I see.
So there we go. There's the 4 movies. One more time: Race for the Yankee Zephyr,
Mhm.
Ruckus, Alone in the Dark, and Rocky 3.
Okay.
Now, I'd say you can watch them in any order, but I think that's probably the order I'm going to watch them in.
Same. I think I will also go that
Mhm.
we'll see.
Yeah, there you go. This is Rocky 3 is the one that introduced Eye of the Tiger.
Hmm.
Do 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 do
Uh-huh.
do 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 do. And that's the one
Yeah.
that had by far the biggest budget, which was 17 million. The other numbers I had was 1 million, no number, and 6
1
million.
million. Really?
1 million for that horror movie, Alone in the Dark.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, slasher movie.
Mm. Wow.
So there we go. All right, let's wrap this piece up and play some games.
All right.
So God damn it, Ingmar Bergman didn't make the cut.
Heard of her?
Yeah, apparently. That's what I've heard. So one thing I was hoping this whole time was because of your Norwegian roots, I was praying that you would watch these 3 movies without subtitles.
Oh, I totally did. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I was thinking maybe that would be fun, because actually it's surprising how many things, like, I was reading the subtitles and I'm like that just sounded like what they said.
Yeah. No, I watched these movies without subtitles or anything for all 3 of them.
Really?
Yeah. I had the subtitles on, but I never looked at the like Wikipedia or anything.
Oh, I mean, but you read the subtitles, right?
I had the subtitles on, but I didn't read them.
Okay. Okay. So you're just watching a Swedish movie,
Yeah.
just trying to suss out what's happening.
I told you that's what I was going to do.
When did you tell me that? I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. In when we talked about when you said you'd pick this thing, I was like, all right,
Oh,
I'm
really?
gonna. Yeah, I said I was like, I'm not gonna look at the subtitles. I'm not gonna try and read anything.
All right, cool.
So like, I didn't know the story for any of these movies,
Huh.
even
Interesting.
after we we watched them. I never looked at the like synopsis or whatever. I didn't know what the fuck was happening in any of these movies. You didn't
Wow.
know that?
No, I had no idea. But in my notes, I wrote specifically, I hope Mike watched all of these without subtitles.
Yeah, I watched them with subtitles and had no idea what the fuck was happening.
Wow. Wow. That's good. But it is surprising. It was very surprising how often, like, like I was like, oh, that's just what she said in Swedish. It sounds almost like English.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like it'd be like the subtitle was be like I'll be back, and in Swedish they'd say I'll be back.
Yeah, but but it was only the second and third movie
Uh-huh.
that made like. Do you now see? Like the first one was the most out of control. I had no idea what the fuck was happening
Yeah,
because
that makes sense.
I couldn't, I had no idea what was happening.
That does make sense.
Yeah, the second movie was the most clear.
Yes.
Like it made the most sense. Like I could follow that one.
Mhm.
And the third one was but I could still kind of follow it. But like yeah, that first one, I had no fucking idea what
It was
was happening.
Buckwild.
Well, yeah, and imagine with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Wow.
had
Okay.
no idea.
Very nice. All right. Well, housekeeping. We're gonna do the 5-bagger eventually. I think it's. Is it next weekend?
Oh, is it next?
No, it must not.
No, I think it's 2 weeks. I think it's 2
Yeah.
weeks. But it's soon. Soonish.
Oh God. Well, I'll talk to you about 2 weeks from now after this, but
Okay.
oh God. So yeah, we'll probably be doing the Groundhog Day 5-bagger in 2 weeks, and then we'll get back to the A-Team sometime after that, probably.
18. Wow.
The A-Team.
All right.
It's
I'm
fucking
ready.
right. All right. Later, y'all.